Nestled along the shores of Lake Erie. Welcome to Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge effort sets up his offense at a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
All right.
First carry here for the rookie from Texas Christian. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. He gets it again. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
First down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Cougar 19!
Here's Judkins on second down. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Looking out of the gun, Sanders He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check smash, check smash. Dragon 60. Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Sanders going to throw on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Throw, third and long. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
Hawk step. Ready, right?
Toss play here, Judkins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 6.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cougar 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Browns respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
On the quick. 18.
Stroud from the pistol. He put everything he had into this one. He connects on the deep shot. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's incomplete on second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Here we go.
Here he goes, third and long. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to kick from that distance.
And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go. 18. Radler. 8. Street. Street. Go street. Mustang 19.
Sanders back to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go now.
To the air on first down. Sanders. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready.
Second down now. They need 7.
Tag. 70 Lions.
Third down. They'll go with Sampson. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll be set up with third and only one. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That's good.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary. Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he's roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they take him down right along the 30.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you can't get the pick, at least make sure a catch isn't made. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
Schmidt connects. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying getting it to Nico Collins. And now they face 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. Grant tipped it in to pick it off. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, you love to see the tip drill interception come to life. You get that added moment of suspense as that ball just hangs in the air. And as a quarterback, Kate, I will tell you, it feels like when the ball gets tipped, it's in the air forever. As a defensive guy, you love to see them rally and go get it. And look at the absolute excitement you see as the defense goes and grabs it.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. Dumps it off to his running back. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
First and 10, around the mix-in. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here we go. Look the high, look the high.
From the red zone now. Dump off, caught by his back. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Stroud. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
They've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's third and goal. Back to throw, Stroud. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal. Aubrey puts it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Duvernay on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, right?
They go play action for Sanders. He rolls to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has this down to the 34. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
And Sampson running out of the gun. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns.
First and 10.
Looking at 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Hits his running back. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and goal.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a push with the tight end. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what I call a go-for-broke call right there. Had that one saved up for a specific spot, and it fell just short of getting them the touchdown.
Get it. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal.
65, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Judkins. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns get some late points and the lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Texans 13.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
1st down, Houston.
To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
Ready?
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. He's gonna push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sanders gonna look to throw. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go. Set.
Third and long for him here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
Their own 41-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
All right. 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has it in close. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Amy Fairbairn in the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Sanders back to throw. On the screen, this is Simpson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm And a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's Judkins on first down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Go! 70 Lions! Check smash! Check smash! Mustang 19!
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and check downs, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Dragon 60! 60 Bison, 60 by 79 Broncos.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's him bringing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Hall's in this punt at the 8. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans' 1st down.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hey, crash.
Here's Sanders now. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
To the air on third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Tag. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Play action. Sanders. Throw left side. Complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense in a hurry up here.
19 driver. 19 driver.
At the 47-yard line.
Dragon 60. Pioneer.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Escapes the pocket. He's smart and won't risk anything here. He just chucks this away.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Early short here. Sanders. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
Go! Viking 18. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Handoff heading left. It's Junkins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Cougar Knight.
Another one for Junkins. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Galen Bullock up to make the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty.
Here we go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle! Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Ready?
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this, a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Third and long here for Sanders. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Slot. Love a slot.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, Stroud. This one quickly to Bell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
On the quick, right?
Stroud throwing here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
About set. This is third and 5.
Where's the hot?
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Complete over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He gets 6 on that play, and the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Back to throw it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Stroud to throw on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First down throw by Stroud. Complete out to the right. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Here we go. Let the hot.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hand off here to Sampson. And this gets him well away from dangerous. He is up past their 20. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns holding a 4-point lead. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
The give, here's Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here we go, Shaq. Viking 18. Get hurt. Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. That one's caught. Judy has it. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now lead by 10. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Texans 16.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. We'll get this one to Brooks. Big man's showing up the yards. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
First down.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. First down, Stroud. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Browns will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here's Judkins in the drop. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. He has the first down for the Browns. And that should be enough to clinch them this victory.
Keep riding.
So the Browns come